So it's blanket yarn, and I did popcorn.
Hi. Oops, I got to mute Lori. I've got her on my TV finishing up her frogging session. That's just sad. But if you want your blanket bigger, you have to sometimes make changes as you go. And I know the blanket yarn I have, the bags I have 3 balls in it, which is 660 yards. So I guess I would have to like use one and see how much it does in whatever I'm going to use it for. And I was thinking about doing a sweater like Lori made, cardigan with some blanket yard, but not so many holes. Because the cover story is way bulkier than regular blanket yarn. So I thought that maybe the blanket yarn with a bigger stitch would be, would not be too bad. And you'd still be able to get a little pattern. And it would get done faster. Who doesn't like that? Hi, Linda. My clock's going off. I still have Christmas music on it. Hi, pal. Thanks for coming. I have some special stuff to do tonight since I had to entertain everybody by myself. I brought some props. And I want to show you a couple projects that I've been working on. Deb, hello. Oh, some of you, I think some of you have said you've already made some of my quick and easy projects today. I think somebody made the cat. The ones I put up, yeah, they're little. And I did that on purpose so that you guys could also use them for other projects around. Hi, Madison. Because Lori and Michelle have that animal thing going on. Yeah, she's chewing on her Yoda bunny. This is her third Yoda bunny. I'm gonna have, and it's an Easter. That's why it's called Yoda bunny. It had ears on it. Well, this one didn't have the ears, but I'm gonna see if I can find one since Easter's coming that I might have to replace it again. I know what you were talking about. Hi, Denise. Okay, I did see the email in there. I didn't get a chance to look at what was in it yet. Oh shoot, I'm gonna knock stuff over. Remove that. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful here. Deb, I wonder who has better weather, me or you? Shall we check and see who's got the better weather today? I think mine's pretty good. Let me put it in. It's so beautiful here. I think there's like 2 weeks out of the year that it's perfect. And I think this is our second one. I don't think we get any more. Supposedly get up to 70 today. That's okay. Go spend time with your husband, Lori. Go have dinner. Let's see. It's 66 here. It's nice and warm in the car. It's almost getting hot in the car, with it's all closed up. Let's see. Where's Phoenix? It says we were supposed to be partly cloudy, but we don't have any clouds. Not where I'm at anyway. Maybe the mountains. Hi, Rudy. Yes, it's 7 o'clock where you are. I'm an hour behind. Let's see. Phoenix didn't show up. Can't put the hand in front of it. Chuck. I prefer to go to 100, Rudy, because otherwise it's not complete. I think it's incomplete if it's not 100. How about everybody else? Wow, not why did I not see Phoenix? Don't tell me we're going to have problems again. Oh man, I didn't see it. 92, that's nice. Oh, oh, did it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I put mine in first. Year 86 was a good year. I was in my 20s and I had a lot of fun in those years. I would have been 24. Yep, those was good times. Birch Run, 32. Wow. Our mountains are still cold. If you guys ever get to Utah, but it's the thing is with all the snow in the mountains, when people come, the tourists come and they go to the arches and the canyons and stuff, they can get flash flooding in there. So some of those, they call them slot canyons, where it's like really narrow and you like walk through, the water can come and flood that and there's nowhere to go. So they warn people if there's going to be melting, snow's going to be melting and it could flood that. So since I don't have my sister Lori with me, I decided to bring some props. I went out today and I said, you know what? My mouth still hurts. I need some TLC. So I went and got some snacks. And I'm going to taste some snacks. I went to Jack in the Box and we have a new one that just opened up from where I was going to the post office and stuff. And I love the egg rolls. So I bought the egg rolls. I already ate those because, there's nothing new, but I love their egg rolls. And I should have only got one, but, I was hungry. I got those 2 hours ago. So they also had a new drink. It's sort of a pineapple thing with whipped cream on it. And it ends up being like a fizzy, almost like a fizzy Kool-Aid. It's really good. I did drink half of that because I couldn't wait forever. This is good. I buy the 0 calorie pineapple drink in the refrigerated section, and I'll mix that in with my soda, my sugar-free soda, and drink that at work sometimes. Yeah, we just got Jack in the Box not too long ago, and then they're starting to put them in more places. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I wanted to try their new hot chicken. They have hot honey Nashville chicken, so I got some. So let me try one of those. We'll just get the eating out of the way because I want to start. I got to handle my crochet too, and I don't want to do that with messy fingers. So this was, let's see, they have a creamy avocado lime sauce to go with this. And I have hot honey. I bought hot honey when it was at Costco, I think. I use it. I put it in my cottage cheese. It's really good. Oh, hi, Michelle. There's some people here. They're listening. Oh, they got Yoda bunnies at Walmart. That's where they had them last. I'll have to make a trip to Walmart. Pick up a couple spares. It took me a while to get her to get used to the new ones when I switch them over. I rubber band them together so she gets the smell on the new one. So and now she's actually chews on both of them sometimes, and she likes the new one now. So, oh, my cheese leaked. It's funny, and they're not hot. I decided to get these. I didn't want to get the popcorn chicken because this was cheaper and there was only 4 of them, and I can always cut them up if I want. So let's see if this is hot. Kind of soggy. Not hot. Let's see if the sauce is any good. Let's see if Nightbot and Lawyer are going to have a fight tonight. This sauce, really good. The creamy avocado lime, very good. Okay, save the rest of those for later. Chicken pita pockets. Ooh, I haven't got Jack in the Box probably, well, because we didn't have any here very much, but I used to get it in California. But I would get the egg rolls and I think a junior jumbo Jack, a small one. Let me see. I did get, these I don't think are new, but I haven't tried them before. And I found out that I really, really love the seasoning birria. It's like a seasoned beef, and they sell this sauce at Smith's on their private label brand. And you can just put that in with anything, any kind of meat, like shred up some pork or just use the sauce and pour it on stuff. It's good. But they had birria tacos. This container here, it's like $4. That's a lot of food for $4. I think this is one of their midnight munchie things for people who are drinking, because this is the kind of stuff this is the kind of stuff you eat when you drink after you're drinking. Soak up some of that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna try this. I'm probably eat more of them, take them to work, but there's just a little spot of meat in there. Curious now about what the meat tastes like. Hi, Megan. I'm snacking. Very, very salty. Crunchy. These aren't bad. Probably better hot. But yeah, for $4, that's a pretty good deal. Usually the stuff at this, now you can get them loaded where they put cheese on it and other things, and then they only add $1 for that, and it's got stuff all over it. You just kind of eat it like with a fork. So, okay, there's more. I decided that I wanted to try the Dorito nachos footlong from Subway. Yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys. Do any of you still go to Subway? I often don't go there anymore because I tell them, put onions on it. And it's like they count out 3 pieces of onions to put on my sandwich. Okay. Peppers. Count out 4 pieces of peppers to put on my sandwich. I'm like, no, I want to taste it. So I don't know. She did the same thing. They used Doritos, then they heat it up. Oh, they used Doritos and cheese. No, Doritos, and then they heat it up, and then they put on tomatoes. They chop up a little bit of tomato, put the tomato on, chop up 4 pieces of onion, put the onion on. What else did she put on? There's a little bit of lettuce, I guess, from something. Oh, chicken. I asked for chicken. They heated up the chicken. You can get steak. I guess there's no meat at all, but this is $5, whether it's steak or chicken. $5 foot long. And she wasn't going to put the jalapenos on. And I said, well, put some jalapenos on. They're pickled. They're not hot. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jalapenos. Yeah. I don't go there because it's like they're so skimpy with their ingredients. It's not really, I mean, I would rather make the sandwich at home. So I don't even bother anymore. So let's see. I had her put the chipotle sauce on it. Let's see what this tastes like. This tastes like something I can make at home. Really good. Hey, if you guys want to, we can play a game too. Oh, I was going to have it automatically do it. Okay, we'll play a game. I'm going to program Nightbot to post something. And when Nightbot posts a question, it's going to be a movie quote. Nightbot's going to put a movie quote in. If I can get it to work. No, I think I'll do it myself. I'll do it right now. Okay. Nightbot's going to say a movie quote, and then you guys answer what movie it's from. I have 100 of them. Okay. They are, Linda, but they are unlimited. I got 5 jalapenos and I got 4 onions. But I think I have to ask for more, and I'm afraid they're going to charge me if I ask for 3 more. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, this is actually good. I could make this at home. Not something healthy you would be eating if you went to Subway. And there's really nothing there unless you got a salad. And then I never got one of these. It is a dipper. It says it's a foot-long dipper. They did used to have Annie's pretzels. I asked her if they had the pretzels, and she said no. I would rather have the pretzel, but they have. I got the pepperoni dipper. Now, she put it in half. This is what's inside of the pepperoni dipper. They used the flatbread. They rolled up 2 pieces of pepperoni on this side and half a slice of cheese. Okay. And it's not melted. I'm going to just save it because I'm going to have to heat that up. And then this side also has 2 pieces of pepperoni and a half a slice of cheese. So I think I'll take that to work and heat that up. They might have heated it, but I've had it home since then, but it doesn't look like it because the cheese isn't melted, right? So I'll be taking that to work. Let's see. Is that it? That's it. So that's all the food. Yeah, I don't usually, but I thought, well, since I've got, some free time today, the dippers were $3. And fairly high. I don't remember meeting you before. Maybe you're in somebody else's has been in somebody else's life. But thank you for coming. Hi, Izzy. I see you're here. You're feeling better, I hope. Okay. Well, is anybody else crocheting? Actually, I wanted to come on a little earlier, so maybe it wouldn't be as late as, so some people further towards the nighttime could show up. It was really good. There were a few other places I wanted to go, but they were further away. Once I found out Jack in the Box was right by the post office, I decided not to go anywhere else. I just figure, well, I'll just go there. And then the Subway's by my house. Okay, so well, I know they don't count, but it looks like it. I think they have cameras on them and they're told not to overdo it. I don't know. What is he told? What are they told they're supposed to do? At least they wear gloves now. That's nice. So let me show you. I mentioned that I had made a top and I was taking a break from it. So I brought it over here so I could show you. It was a pattern that I got from, I think it's a Sarah Satch pattern. It's a bottom up, 2 panels. And I decided to use this sweet roll DK. And it's a DK, but it's a very skinny DK. You know how I don't like my skinny yarns. Okay, Michelle. Also, if any of you are interested in it, Wow Crochet has a 12-step blanket. Now, you don't have to make a huge blanket, but you're going to have 12 different stitches. And I'm on the first one. I'm going to show it to you, but each one's a little different. And the first 3 I looked at are very easy and very pretty patterns. And I'm only using 3 colors. I'm not using 6 colors. So I will show you that. But this is beautiful. It's soft. And it started from the bottom up, and it started in a dark green. It started, and the colorways are very long. And it started in the dark green, and then it went into some blues, and then it went into a light purple. Then it went into a dark purple. And what her pattern has is real V stitches where you do the 2 double crochets with a chain in between. Well, to me, it didn't have a whole lot of structure because it's pretty skinny yarn. So I decided to do the 4 rows of doubles. Then I did 6 rows of V-stitch, and then I just repeated that. And so it had a little more structure to it. So it wouldn't be so, I guess, as thin, like you gets caught on stuff or something. So I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, and it ended up stopping with a turquoise. So the all this is like a front panel and a back panel, and you just attach it just like I did my other one. But it's only, you can do this with anything. It's just the stitches. You just find a stitch you like. I'm really liking that. It's not that hard to make it. I don't have to worry about doing a top down with the shaping and stuff like that. And this is like summer stuff. It's thin. And so the next color was turquoise, and then it was going to go to some more greens and lime greens. So what I'm going to do is, I think the other side, I'm going to start with the dark green, like that one started with the dark green. And I'm going to go inside to the turquoise and then see if I can get the turquoise on the other ball. I ended up with 6 of these balls. I got 2 packages of them. So I could actually make other stuff to go with this. I could make a bag or a hat or something to match it. So that's the sweater I started that I needed a break from. And so let's see, what are you guys doing? Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Oh, 2 Shalina shawls. 1 weight and a 3 weight. Oh, a placemat. Nice. Oh, alpine stitch is so pretty. Especially, if you do it in different colors. I think doesn't, because the stitches go down. Well, I got dippers and the cheese isn't even melted. So I think, I'm going to have to stick them in my air fryer, my toaster oven when I'm ready to eat those and finish it. So let's see. There's a cat stitch. Oh, the cat stitch. Yeah, you do that when you have to change colors every row. Decide you want to put oh my God. Decide you want to put a border on it so you don't have to weave in all those ends. Okay, come on. I'm sorry. Did you guys see that? I had something across there and she jumped over it. I'm like, oh my God. I just saw her land at the bottom. That was a good landing. Okay. Yes, but we don't expect you to remember everything all at once unless you want to write it down. Just saying. It's hard to remember everybody's names when they don't use it in their channel name. Yeah, Michelle. Sort of like mosaic, and I did that one scarf. And who was it? Oh, Bod just posted a bunny stitch, but it wasn't different colors. But I did do the cat stitch from Bod. I just like the way she does her tutorials, the way she explains things. She doesn't talk too much, but she talks just enough. Expects you to know basic stitches so you don't have to watch her explain how to do a single crochet or a double crochet. So that's really nice for the person who really already knows what they're doing, just wants to play along with something new. Rudy's birthday is August 8th. Wow, summer birthday. Those are nice birthdays because then you can have parties outside. My son has an August birthday. So we used to always do stuff outside. It was nice. Okay, let's see. The other thing that I'm working on, like I mentioned, Wow Crochet has an annual every year. She does a crochet along, and this year it's a 12-step blanket. Now I don't know if it was which 12-step thing she's basing it on, but she is in Australia, so I don't know. But here what it's going to be is 12 each month. She's going to release a stitch, and she's already released the 4th stitch in the pattern, and it is 10 rows. I believe it's 10 rows, and she's doing a DK. I don't want to do a DK blanket. That's just too big and too tiny. Yeah, it does get, I just want to know what I'm supposed to do. Now, Creative Grandma will do that because she's expecting to have new people watching her stuff. So a lot of her channels, a lot of her tutorials will do that. You do a single crochet, wrap your hook, pull through 2. Okay. Some people need to do that because there are people out there that do need to learn. So some people do. So thank goodness there's some out there that don't for the rest of us. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it is necessary for some people. The toy mouse will drop tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we saw it. We saw the cat playing with it. Now, Lori, some of the stuff I put on my quick and easy playlist, some of that could be used, like the puff heart you made. There's a bunny that could be done like that and sewn together to make a cat toy. The bunny could do that. And even there's another one, the frog. Could make the frog small. It has little legs and arms. You could hang that from something and it bounces and little arms will move. Like one of those things out in the balloon guys on the side of the road. So she's using, Mary from Wild Crochet is using 6, she's using DK and she's using 6 colors. She's going to do a color for the first 6 months and then repeat them going back down to November. And then her main color is going to be for the border. Well, I decided when I had all those mystery boxes from, I believe it was Hirschner's or Mary Maxim. Who was it? Let me see. Mary Maxim. I got a lot of this. I must have about 2 dozen of these. This Red Heart Soft in this cream color. It's called Off-White. I got to have a couple dozen of these. So also with that, I got the green. So what I'm going to do is my first base color is going to be the cream. And then this is called Leaf. And it's these are kind of shiny. And this is going to be my second color. But I didn't want to do 6 colors. I kind of want it to be easy and basic. And I didn't want to make it like a temperature blanket. So I thought, okay, I do have colors picked out. I was going to add a yellow. And this peach. I thought that would be really pretty. See, I was going to add those, but I'm thinking, you know what? I really kind of want to make it more basic, more simple. So what I decided, but I can still change my mind. I've only got one section done, is I'm going to add this purple and just do the white, the green, and the purple, and then repeat those colors. And that'll be repeated like 4 times. And then when we get to the border, I already have an idea in my head that I'm going to do a ruffle border. I've done this before. It's almost like a pocket, but it's ruffle. You do one border of shells around it, and then you do another layer around that, underneath that, sticking out, and then you can do another one, and it's like this ruffle going out from the edge of the blanket. Bod did one of those, and then I saw somebody else do one of those. I thought, oh. So I thought, yeah, I think I might just stick with these 3. Let's see the colors. There we go. That's a little better. Because I just didn't want to make it, I didn't want to muddy it up. But I might change my mind. It's my prerogative. I don't know. Or I could put a line of another color in there around the middle. Maybe I'll put the orange in the very middle when I get to the middle and do a section, and then do the other ones down the other side. I don't know. I do like this color. I like all these together. Those are pretty. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing step 1. Why do I never put stitch markers in these things? And it's a worsted weight. And I did 140 stitches. So it is this long. It's like twin size, just a little bit. Actually, it's probably about twin size. And it doesn't take all that much long. It doesn't take all that time. There was 2 rows. There was 2 rows of double crochet. And then this is a double crochet V-stitch, which is different than just a V-stitch. This one does not have a single crochet in between the V, the double V. That's how she explained it. That's how Mary explained it. 777. That's not bad. Lucky numbers. So she has it 10 rows for each one. So it'll be 2 doubles and 6, 8. 6, 7, 8. I think there's supposed to be 10 rows. 2, 3. But if I did 6, that's 2, that's 8. But you do doubles in between. So each one starts with 2 doubles. And then you do your stitch. And so far, the first 3 are not hard. This is nice. Look at how dense this is. This would make a nice top. It's not too thick. It's still kind of drapey. But it doesn't have the single crochet in between the 2 things. So And I'm using a 5.5. I'm using an H. Yeah, I'm using an H. And somebody was talking about these metal ones from Furls. I really, these are the Odysseys. They don't make them anymore, but they do have new ones that are just metal, the whole thing. Now, I didn't think I'd like metal hooks because they're cold. And when you're holding it, it can be cold. Maybe in your hand, you might not like that. But these are wonderful. Now, they might come apart. I don't know, but this is very smooth. And I do prefer a metal hook. I really do. These don't even look that expensive. If you really look at it, it looks like something you could have got off a Temu. Seriously. But no, I know they're frills. But so yep, a couple more rows on this one, and I'll be ready to move on to the next one. And the next one I looked at is next one is seed stitch, which is exactly what I did when I made this scarf. You do a single and a double, and it makes a texture. So it's nice. It's a little dense. It's warm. It makes a good fabric. This would be good for a cardigan, this stitch, because it does give you some texture, but this would be warm. If you did this with a wool, this would hold in your warmth. This would be really nice. So yeah, this has got some wool in it. This is scarfy. Yeah, the metal, this is called seed, and it's a single double alternating, and then you turn it and do a single double or a double single across. Put your doubles into your singles and your singles into your doubles. And I just saw somebody talking about it, and they called it a seed stitch. So it's really it's almost a no-brainer, because if you mess it up, nobody's even going to notice, because sometimes I don't remember if I need to do a single or a double at the beginning, and I just start, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like the texture. When you're using a solid yarn, this makes a really nice, you can see the stitch. That's kind of one of the things I like about it. And this is my paw print scarf. It's got the paw prints in it. Now I have to make the other side that has the paw prints on it. And then the scarf's done for my April make along with Lori and Michelle. That was one of the things I did. So that one's almost finished, but I took a break from that too. So, yeah, this one is nice because you can just sit here, and so far the stitches are kind of mindless. You don't really have to think of what you're doing. So you're thinking about doing a fancy stitch on a project, but decided not to because the yarn has a lot of color. Yeah. If you watch Ellen Crochets, she has a hand-dyed yarn that's very busy, and you can barely see the stitches. I mean, it's beautiful yarn and everything. But if you really are putting a lot of work into something, if you use a busy yarn, nobody's really going to see the stitches. I mean, you'll know you did it. But with knitting, it's different, Michelle. You like to knit. So I think when you do knitting, things pattern up differently. So things might actually turn out better. You could do a little swatch if you're going to knit, see how it works up. But I was going to play a game. Okay, I'm going to type my command, which nobody else is allowed to do this, so don't bother. I have it set to only me because I don't want everybody typing it. So Nightbot's going to name a line from a movie, and you just have to decide which movie it's from. Let's see if this works. I haven't done this yet. Yeah, I know. Solid yarn's kind of boring too. I know. Let me see. Sometimes if you don't he doesn't show up for a while. Let me make sure my command's the right one. Let me see if it's the right one. Hmm. Oh, there's more down here. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me see. Huh. I don't think I added it. Oh, bummer. I thought I put it in here. It's not in here. Oh, man. Okay, well, it'll have to be next time. So you guys want to play rock, paper, scissors? You can type RPS. Shoot. That's okay. You had a smooch with your husband. He's going to work, remember? Hi, Michelle. Yes, Lori's coming and going. She's not going to be on the live tonight. She's been really, really busy with babies. Hi, Monica. Hi, Pinko. Let's see. You can play. Oh, you can type some commands and he'll bring up I think you could do dog facts. You can do fun facts. I think you can do dad jokes. Oh, dinner. Yeah. What are you having for dinner, Michelle? Ant larva. Oh my goodness. Got to make Nightbot work. The word bookkeeper is the only unhyphenated English word with 3 consecutive double letters. Oh, interesting, probably, huh? Okay. So, hi, not ho. I was wondering what you're trying to do there, Monica. You were trying to avoid Nightbot, weren't you? It didn't work. He found you. So we can play rock, paper, scissors. Should have had that movie one done. Yes. How do you know? Because I made you. That's why I made you. Let's see. I already talked about quick and easy projects. I can bring it up again. If you guys want to do any of the older projects, you can, and just send me a picture, because I have a folder I save them into so that I can add them into the new slideshow if you want to work on any of the old ones. And let's see. The new ones I posted today. The new one I did today has more than one pattern up there, but you don't have to do all of them. You can just pick one if you want. I just put I put a few options up there because Easter's coming, and these projects are good for 2 weeks. So, I mean, you can take 2 weeks to do them if you want. So Easter's coming, and I decided to put up no, I didn't. And thanks for bringing that up, Linda. I don't plan on finishing the snake. It's gonna be, I'm gonna bury it, I think. I can't frog it because it has all the different colors. I can use the yarn again, but I mean, it's got all the little colors, so I can't like frog it and pull it out. I'm talking to your little chat thing here. So yeah, you don't have to do all of them, but I did put a variety in there because it coincides with Animal Month, the make along for Lori and Michelle that they're doing. So you can submit it to Michelle if you make one for her make along. And I did find one from Nastasia. She did the little kitty cat and the dog eyeglass holder, which is like just a little basket tray. Those would be perfect to keep your furls hooks in so they don't roll off the table and break. I've seen that happen. And or anything, your little needles while you're working, you could put that on there. You know what you could do? Make that where the eyes are, hot glue some little magnets. Your hooks, your needles will stick to the magnets. Yes. And so stuff will stick to it, and you can set it up on your table and keep some of your stuff in there while you're working on it, and then put it away when you're done. Where do I keep my stuff in? Oh, I have a little rubber thing I put my stuff in. And oh, good, Michelle. I think it's real practical, and it can be used for a lot of different things. And it's a cute little cat or a little dog. My Madison, your second husband. My kids like snakes. I told my son he could have one when he moved out. When he gets his own place, he can have anything he wants. Yep, snakes, lizards, cats, dogs. That's what else did they have? Well, I had birds, guinea pigs, hamsters. I think I had a cat, but not when I was with him. Not at the trailer. When we were on the farm, I had a couple cats because it helped with the mice. So, because we had farm animals, and mice come and they like to feed the animal food and stuff, and so yeah, you kind of need it. So yeah, I picked a few things that look like animals. I actually do have one of those leggy frogs that I've never finished. I do have one of these. I think I have one of these drawers where I put stuff in that wasn't quite finished, and then I have a container of stuff that's already finished. So maybe I can finish it or make another one. I like that one because she shows you what it looks like if you use a bigger yarn or if you use a smaller yarn, and you can do the bumps for the eyes or not. So I liked that. I know a lot of people make different ones, but that I could just kind of liked that. Well, that's a bummer, Michelle. Hi, Elaine. Well, wonderful. I'm so glad. Is it something that you've already made or something you have to make? Because I know sometimes you get stuff that's already sold and you have to make one. Hi, Shannon. Sorry, I can't see you. Oh, I hate that. No, I'm on StreamYard. Usually I can. I saw her somewhere, but I think it was on somebody else's channel. No, I hate that. I'd like to have conversations with her. Well, that's good. Hello, Sharon. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Are you a crocheter or a knitter or neither one? Lori's buying a round of drinks. Cool. Make mine cold. It's a little warm in here today. It got up to 66. It's a little warm. I have to be turning my fan on again. Oh, he did. Wow. Yeah, I think so. Oh, you loom knit. Awesome. Lori was a loom knitter. Lori's Stories. Yes. Well, let's see. When I was in my 20s, it was strawberry daiquiris and we used orange juice in them. That's what we made. Pictures and pictures of that stuff with bat juice. We used to use bat juice, lots of bat juice. Yes, it was. Yeah, right, Michelle? Don't we have good weather like a couple weeks a year, and this is one of them? Lori and Michelle, Linda's asking if they can submit an animal they've already made. I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. I had a bunch of those cheap looms and I took them to the thrift store because that was a very slow process I didn't want to get involved in. Okay, spill the beans. What are you making? You make crochet later. Is the crochet your state fair project that you're working on? Is it a blanket? Oh, I just saw somebody post. They had a county fair and they won their project at a county fair and they posted it in their thumbnail. It was a granny square blanket. Somebody that I saw on my YouTube menu. I thought, wow, that's pretty basic. I mean, if you knitted a blanket, I think you could take everything, right? If a granny square blanket can win, a knitted blanket probably would, take everything. Okay, Michelle. Thanks for stopping by. You can check in on the replay, see if anybody's making anything exciting. Really? I know we have a fair probably coming up. It's got to be our state fair, I would think, because we don't have that many cities in this state, right? I think Salt Lake and Provo are the biggest ones. So I'm guessing the one we have over down the road is our state fair, but it's tiny compared to what I'm used to. Wow, that's a lot, Elaine, 14. But then again, your power was out for a while. You didn't have nothing else to do. So, you were forced into it by default when your Wi-Fi was broke. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying that you had extra time. I think Mama might like to stay in there as long as she can, or should stay in there as long as she can, because she's gonna have a little teeny tiny baby with a lot of other kids to take care of too. I know I was in California. There's all kinds of Sacramento's where the state fair is, and it might as well be a different state because it's like a 6 hour, 7 hour drive or something to get from one end of the state to the other. It's like what, almost 10 hours. Um, Probably like Texas. But our county fair in Los Angeles was the biggest county fair in the whole country. It was huge. I went every year for many, many, many years until it just was not able to anymore. But yeah, it's like going to Disneyland. You go and you know what's in every building, you know where everything's at, you know exactly what you want to see. Everything's the same and you have the same food. You got to go eat the same food. I went to ours one time and I walked around it and I'm like, that's it. Like a little it was like a carnival. But I did get to see Journey or Foreigner. It was one of those. Foreigner, I think it was. One of them. One of them fake bands that doesn't have all the members anymore. It was the guy that has the Asian guy play the lead. I think the guy that sounds like Steve Perry. Is it the Asian guy, the one that sounds like Steve Perry now that they replaced? Journey. Okay, yeah, that's who it was. I knew it was one of those. It was Aerosmith or Journey. Oh, Aerosmith is Steven Tyler. Yeah, I think that's what ours is, Lori. Ours is more like a carnival, but it has big concerts. We also have a lot of people that go to the Peppermill Concert Hall in Wendover. Some big names show up there too. I went to see a couple people there, and that's only like an hour and a half drive. It's not too far. Ooh, Deb, that's wonderful. You'll have to send it to me. Patchy Tears is really pretty. I should go this year. I try to get days off during the week because usually things are so crowded on the weekends that I don't want to go because there's too many people. I can't enjoy myself if I have to stand in line for everything and I have nowhere to sit when I want to eat or something. It's just not fun. So I like having days off during the week so that I can go do those things during the week when they're not as crowded. So that's always been fun. It's always been one of the things I like. Now, trying to coordinate with somebody else that can go at the same time, not so easy. But then again, I'm so used to going and doing things by myself anyway. Let's see. Elaine's daughter worked for a French fry stand. Ooh. Oh, I bet. Oh my goodness. They were probably waterproof though, weren't they? After that point. I like the Jack. I used to have a Jack ball. I don't know if they still do Jack balls, but I don't have an antenna anymore. These new cars, I don't think they do antennas anymore. Oh, that's good. Let me. Oh, there's my hook. I think I will work on this a little bit while we are chatting. And so she does. This was from Mary Wild Crochet, and she does stacked singles or standing doubles for her turning stitch. She says she likes the way it looks on the edges. Now, if you're gonna put a border on it, it does make a nice edge here. It makes a nice spot to put your hook when you're doing the border. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking maybe doing the orange just in the very middle, doing the yeah, it is Christmas music. That's my clock. I never changed it. I like Christmas music. It only does 2 songs on the hour. So it's white, green, purple, white, green, purple. So it's 6 months. Then I could put a section in the middle of the orange and then do white or purple. Oops. Oops. Purple, green, white, purple, green, white is another 6 months. So the orange could be in the very middle, and then I can incorporate it into the border too when I go around because I really like that orange. Sometimes the ice cream man uses different songs when they're going around the neighborhood. I don't hear them here. They might do them in the other neighborhoods, but they don't come around the apartment buildings. I don't know. Do they ever do ice cream men here in Utah? A lot of taco trucks. Now, when I was in California, when I lived out in Paris, out by Riverside, we had the shaved ice guy and the fruit guy come around with his little cart. And he used to walk around the neighborhoods with the bell. So once in a while, we would go get something just so that he's walking. He's not in a car. He's walking. So we'd go buy something from him, take to work, because he where does my thing? Oh, there it is. Because he was walking. There we go. I like it. I like this because it's not bright white. It's like an off-white. I think that's a lot nicer. It's a cream. I think I like it better than a stark white. So I have never made a really beautiful. Well, no, I can't say I never did. I have some I've made 2 blankets that turned out really nice. One was like a lap blanket, and one was a regular blanket. I did a corner to corner with 2 Karen cakes. One side and then the other side. I don't think I even gave that one to anybody yet. It's blue. But this is like a size of a twin. I have an idea of who I might like to give this one to. I don't know. But I've never made myself a blanket, except my temperature blanket. And that was kind of ugly. But that's why I don't want to make them anymore. Because it's just random. Sometimes random's not all that pretty. Where's my ball? There it is. There we go. Let's see. You get them till the park tells them to knock it off. But you think they got complaints. Oh. $5 Kona ice? That's not a bad price if it's a got some syrup and stuff on it. That's like what you pay for at the fair. Um, I don't know. Let me see. I have my tape measure right here. I think it's I got to move all my food. I got to put my tape measure. I'd better not dump this. Oh my God, the dog eats this. I'll be in trouble. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Not even over there. Let's see. Okay, relax. Oh, 48 inches. It's 4 feet. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't even try. It's 130, it's 140 chains of a 4-weight. Are you okay? Somebody's got gas. It's not me. I think it's you. Is that what woke you up? You got the farts? Okay. Let's put that over there. Yeah. Did you watch the well, that's true. That's true, Megan. If you have a lot of kids, yeah. But you go to, especially if you're just, randomly coming to the house and stuff, yeah, because when you go to the fair or a carnival, you're planning to spend money. You already know you're going to spend money, and you have to decide what you're going to spend it on. So, yeah, if I'm only buying for me, yeah, $5 is fine. When your fair comes to town, what's one of your favorite things that you get there? A couple times I got those big donuts, those Texas-sized donuts. Do you guys have that in Texas? We have Texas-sized donuts that are like this big. The big Homer donuts, the big ones. And then they have big Texas bread that you can get stuff put on it. I got that one time and the wind blew and dumped my bread over on the floor, so I had to go get something else. It's funny is like when I was growing up, when you go places, things are centered around food almost all the time. If I go anywhere, I could tell you exactly what I want to eat. Funnel cakes, yeah, the funnel cakes. Knott's Berry Farm, boysenberry pie, funnel cake with boysenberry and whipped cream on it, or strawberry. Nachos, chicken fingers. Chicken Charlie. Do you remember the Chicken Charlie? Isn't it Chicken Charlie? They've done a show on him where every year he comes up with something new. I've seen them do documentaries on him. What are you coming up with this year? And then he'll have like chunks of alligator or deep fried butter, deep fried soda, something. There's always something new. And they did a show on him once on the Food Network, showing him in his little trailer and things like that, and trying to come up with something new. Now, when we used to go to a baseball game, my dad liked Dodgers, so we would go. So I would always get a chocolate malted and a bag of peanuts. That was my baseball game snack. And when I go to the movies, I have to have my popcorn. Yeah, I've been kind of reclusive lately because there's just so many tourists in Utah. It's not even just the people that live here, it's everybody that comes here from everywhere else. It just makes things almost too crowded to go. Now, I did see some of my people in my, oh yeah, hot dogs. Ooh, Dodger dogs. That was probably one of them, but I was little. I don't think I got a whole hot dog. The Dodger dogs are like this big. They're like a foot long. So I don't think I got a foot long hot dog. But let's see. Some places it's hamburgers and some places it's hot dogs. Depends where I go. I still like the Costco hot dogs. I wish they still had the other ones. The kielbasa. I think they had kielbasa. Well, at our LA County Fair, we had a place that would do barbecue and corn, the roasted corn, fire roasted corn. My son, we took him to the fair. He ate 6 ears of corn. He wanted it. We just gave it to him, kept him quiet. He was pooping corn probably for a week because you don't chew corn. Yeah, sometimes I do that too. I'll take candy. I take candy when I go to the casino. Something to snack on once in a while. I take like licorice. I'll take licorice to snack on instead of, and then when he was in diapers. He was still in diapers. He was really little. He went to the fair before he was born in my tummy, and then he went to the fair after he was born. See, now his birthday's in August, and the fair's usually in October. So he was about 6 weeks. He was still on formula when he went to the fair. Yeah, he was about 6 weeks old when we took him. The first time, he didn't eat corn. It was the time after that when he was a year old. He had all the corn. I have pictures. You know what he used to eat when he was a baby? His dad liked to cook, and he would cook. He used to cook bar food sometimes, but he would make mushrooms and butter and garlic. And my son was sitting there, and he was picking out the mushrooms, and he was just eating them, standing on the chair at the table, the patio table, eating the mushrooms. He won't touch them now. I don't know, but he liked them when he was a baby. Well, I don't know if he ate all of it. It's an ear of corn. And, he would hold it and chew on it. I don't know if he really ate the whole thing. Maybe he just chewed off parts of it. It's possible we finished it. I don't know, but he just kept eating them. He just wanted more corn. Give him some corn. So I like to go. That's where I found out to put mayonnaise and chili powder on the corn. And it's not hot and spicy. Chili powder is technically not really hot and spicy if it's regular chili powder. It just adds some flavor to it. I like Cajun seasoning myself. I put that on a lot of stuff, vegetables and meat. It's really good, Cajun. And so, yeah, let's see. Dippin' Dots is the first place we could get them, was at the fair. Yeah, elotes, yeah. Sometimes if I don't have corn on the cob, I'll just open up a can of corn and mix stuff in with it and eat it. It's like the same thing. So, you like the milkshakes, but you get the ones that were run for flavor changes that wound up in the freezer at the farm. Yeah, mayonnaise. They do mayonnaise, chili powder, Parmesan cheese, or cotija cheese, I think it is. But you could probably do like a sour cream too instead of a mayonnaise. That wouldn't be too bad on corn. But yeah, I do. I usually corn season, I'll get a couple here and there. But now with the air fryer, it's a lot easier to cook stuff in there. Then it tastes better than the microwave sometimes. But sometimes to do potatoes, if you par cook them before you do something else with them, they're almost done before you put them in whatever you're going to do, so it doesn't take so long to cook them. Because there's been so many times I've taken real potatoes and tried to cook them in something, and it took like forever. So I learned to like partially cook them all. Lime, yeah, yeah. There's a taco stand in Nevada, Wendover, where I go, and it's right on the corner as you're coming in and off the freeway. So last time we went there, somebody's my friend's mom bought us something to eat, and I got a cup of corn to eat on my way home. Yeah, I every once in a while I get cravings for something. What was I eating lately? Oh, I've been making chowder soup. I got a bag of that Bear Valley cheesy potato soup, the stuff that's like you just add water to it and you can cook it. They sell it. They had it at Big Lots. That's usually where I bought it. Now I don't know where I'm going to buy it, but it's just like a mix, and it's got everything in it. So what I did was I took some onions and sauteed them in the pan. Then I put in frozen corn, let that all heat up. Then I took vegetable stock and put half of the package in with the water, 6 cups, and then I mixed that up, and then I poured it into the pot. It's a 2-quart pot, I think. So I ended up with like 2 quarts of soup. Then I added some pepper, and that's all I put in it. It has little pieces of dehydrated potato in it. And then, so it was like a corn chowder, corn and potato. And oh, I added cheese. Yeah, I had cheese. I have cheese left over from those food packages you get, those meal packages. I put them in the fridge. So I had a lot of little packages. So I put that in there. So I ate that all in one day. That was really, really good. So last night I made the other half, but I didn't have any more corn. So I used peas. So I made pea chowder. Had I used all the same stuff, except I put a bag of frozen peas in it. And so yeah, I was eating that last night. That was really good too. The dog liked it. He was licking the bowl clean. He could smell it, and so I let him lick the bowl. But yeah. So yeah, I was doing a little cooking. I do cook. I try to cook in bulk, and then I take it to put it in containers and take it to work. Made some rice. I made cilantro rice once. That was really good because I like cilantro. So I put some taco seasoning in the rice when I cooked it. And so it already had all the seasoning in it. It absorbed it when it was cooking. And then I put in a bunch of cilantro. And at that point, you could put in some red pepper. You could put in some shredded carrots and make yourself like a rice. Then you can take some eggs. Get you some eggs and make like an egg fried rice or something. That I don't like to do too many steps. Just mixing it all together is good. I like that. And then I just put it in containers and eat it for my lunch. But I made that one too hot. I put too much spicy stuff in it. I couldn't eat it. I asked Camille what I might be able to grow here because all I have is a patio on the north side underground. Okay. So I get a little afternoon sun. That's all I get. So she suggested maybe I could grow some herbs. I can put them in hanging baskets on that side of the patio where the sun comes. And I was thinking I could do mint because then I could use mint in my drinks in the summer, in my water, make cucumber mint water with infusions. There's different kinds of mint. You can get a peppermint, a spearmint, a chocolate mint. Yes, they make chocolate mint. And I would use mint and the cilantro and even parsley. It doesn't really, I don't know if it adds much other than a grassy flavor, But yeah, I might go take a look at the herbs and see. Put some. They just redid our patio, so there's nothing out there for hanging stuff, and I don't really want to mess it up too much. Catnip is a mint. Okay. Have you tried mixing it in with your tea? Hmm. How does it affect humans? I tried putting tomatoes on my patio. Nothing. I tried zucchini on my patio. Zucchini. Nothing. In containers. Nothing. Not enough sun. I think they needed sun. Is it really? Is it on the label? Yeah, I don't have a lot of sun. It's just afternoon. And like I said, I'm underground. I don't get any inside plants, don't get any light at all either, because I keep my bedroom blacked out, and that's the only other window I have. So so I can sleep. It's all blacked out. Wow, that's interesting. So catnip stimulates cats and helps humans relax. That's really interesting. Oh, it looks like I still have you on the timer for your channel well, that's okay. You're here. So what are you working on, Lori, while are you doing your popcorn blanket while you're listening? Lemon balm. Oh, strawberries. Brassicas. I'm thinking that I could go over to like the Home Depot. No, Lowe's. Maybe the Lowe's. And see if anybody in the garden area actually knows anything more than what I do. And because usually they will sell plants that are native to your area that should be growing in your area. Okay, you're working on the honeycomb. Cool. It's so much easier, Lori, if you just, set up if you're going to be doing a chat live with somebody, just put their channel in and you don't have to worry about putting you in there. Because when you guys do restream, the guest doesn't get to can't post anything. So it's only up to the host, who's the only one that can post anything, or the moderators in the chat. Did Linda come back? Or is she still, she's probably busy working on something. Because I was just thinking, I didn't see her for a while. Probably busy. Camille's probably busy. Oh, no, she's not even, her husband's doing his stuff. That's why she can't do this on Tuesdays, huh? She comes on later. So, Elaine, you're still listening. Yeah, Michelle, I know. That's why I was saying if I find somebody that knows more than I do. I used to do all kinds of gardening when I had my own place. Yeah. We had a garden and I knew so much. I would plant and we did irises. I loved irises because they multiplied all by themselves. You never had to buy any more plants at all. And geraniums, we had goats and the goats wouldn't eat the geraniums. So I made sure we planted a lot of geraniums because they wouldn't eat those. They would eat the thorns off of the rose bushes. They would go over and eat all the thorns off the rose bushes, but they wouldn't touch anything else. No leaves or flowers. That was fun. That was interesting. We did have one that ate some screws out of the can. My husband was doing some work on a fence and the goat came over and ate some screws. So I had to figure out what to do. And that was before Google. I think that was Ask Yahoo or Ask Jeeves. And we found out what you have to do is force a magnet down their throat so that it gets into their gullet so the screws will attach to the magnet and won't poke a hole in their stomach. Yeah, there's always an answer for some problem. There's always an answer to a problem. Ooh, wow, 40 by 50. Yeah. Oh, yeah, mine wasn't no work. My husband did it. That's my favorite kind. He stayed home. He loved it. We did pumpkins, and we just had this whole area he had fenced off, and we put pumpkins in there and corn. And when all the vines die, that's when stuff's ready to harvest. We had all these little pumpkins. They were sugar pumpkins for pies. So that was fun. But with all the animals, we couldn't do a lot of gardens because they would, try to get in there. Yeah. I remember digging up in my parents' house, the backyard, a little section that was like 8 by 8 foot square and planting corn. And, until you really know what you're doing, a couple rows of corn is not going to do any good. You need more. You got to, for fertilizing, for propagating, you got to have more corn than just a couple rows. But it was fun. It grew. Sunflowers. I would do sunflowers along the fence, and they would get really big. They were really pretty. I did hollyhocks once that got really big. Those were fun. And, the sunflowers, you can dry them, and have your sunflower seeds if you want, or leave them out, let them dry and leave them out for the birds. That's fun too. Yeah. Pumpkins and squash, the vine border. Now, there's people that will do grapes. In California, a lot of people would do grapes on their fences, and they're just ugly, ugly, ugly until they start growing. They're ugly. They have the trellises, and then they have like grapes over the trellises, and they're beautiful when they're growing. But other than that, I always only got little itty bitty little grapes when I tried it. Never got nothing. I think it takes a while for them to. I think the vines have to age a little bit before they start growing better stuff. Cow magnets. No, Elaine, I was talking about shoving magnets down a goat's mouth, not a goat magnet. Yeah, it's amazing when you have a lot of things that pop up and you just get interested in different things, what you have to learn. It's kind of crazy. Because we did chickens, I bought an incubator from somebody, which was an old refrigerator, a little refrigerator that was an incubator, and it would rotate and do so. So I hatched my own eggs. You had to learn about the humidity. You had to learn about all that stuff. And this was this was probably in 2000. It was about 2000 when I had the farm, when I had all my animals and stuff. It was 2000. Yeah, 99, 2000. When we were at the house where we had all the property, where we were renting, we had the farm. So, oh, is that what you were talking about? So they did the same thing. You would have to do the same thing to the cows. Oh, I did not realize that's what you were talking about. Okay. Shaped like a finger. Oh my God, how funny. Lori, they're talking to you. Nightbot's taunting you. Really? They grow in that climate. Interesting. Because I know on the coast, they grow in the coast. They grow in Oregon has wineries, and Northern California has wineries, Central California, Washington has wineries too. Bummer. Let's see what he has to say about that. guys are at it again. That's funny. Texas has wineries. Good. There must be a good climate there. It's a big state. I'm sure there has one of them there because we have wineries in Southern California out by the desert. Temecula has wineries. It's sort of inland by the desert. So it's probably more like the climate of Texas. We're gonna get you a shirt that says Nightbot has a picture, right? Yeah, he's just a little robot guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a picture of Nightbot and Lori fighting on a thumbnail. Oh, that's so good. A city called Grapevine. Cool. So Texas wine, you guys have your own wine, right? We have state liquor stores. I wonder if they have like state wines. Now I know in California we had a place called Total Wine, and that was as big as a Costco, and it had nothing but wine and alcohol in it. Arizona's terrible wine. So probably, I wonder if I went and I could find some of the wine from different states, because I know some of them. It depends. Some years are good, some years are bad. And they say, I guess I could. Something else to do, right? Look up what years have good wine and try to go find some. Like the 6 bottles I have over there that I'm not drinking now. Because I had some that went bad, so I got rid of it. So I bought more that wasn't bad that I could drink, and it's sitting over there. I'm not drinking it. It just makes me sleepy. So I don't want to drink it because then it'll just put me to sleep. Waste of time. Yes. Now, I went out to dinner with somebody, and they said they liked sweet wine. So I ordered a mild white, and it wasn't sweet enough. I think they're an Arbor Mist kind of person. You got to find out what the kind of wine is the person buys to find out if they actually drink real wine or fruit punch. There's a difference. Oh, good as in goodbye. That's what Nightbot was responding to. Yes, Linda, Traverse City in Michigan has wineries and cherries. Cherry coffee? Was it the cherry coffee? Somebody sent me some. Oh my God, it was so good. It was like chocolate covered cherries. It was so good. I look for it once in a while when I'm looking for coffee, the cherry coffee. It's really good. Fruit punch drinker. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how I started. Boone's Farm. But if you're going to do a sweet wine, you would like Arbor Mist, you do a Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa is from a winery down in California, which was right near where I used to live, San Antonio Winery in Riverside or San Bernardino. Oh no! Oh, sorry, Michelle. Sorry about the hurricane and the wine. Wow. Yeah, some of it has to be refrigerated. My bestie gave me a wine refrigerator. I think it holds 6 bottles. I have that. but I never know which ones need to be refrigerated and which ones don't. I do know that there's if it has a cork, not all mine have a cork. I think I got some twisties so that I could take them with me somewhere and not need a corkscrew. Wow, that sounds fun. Well, see, if you make it yourself, you know what's in it too, right? Predominantly, I knew what you were trying to say. You lived in a predominantly. That's a hard word to speak. Yeah, you would do Stella Rosa, Lori. That's like sparkly, bubbly. Good. Hi, Kaylee. We're doing good. Triple digits. Oh my gosh, yeah. Before I was 21, I belonged to Wine of the Month Club. I used to get a box of wine every month. This when I was in California. I lived with my parents. Every month it was a red and a white, and it was like $20 or something, maybe 15. And I didn't even drink wine. I didn't even like the taste of it, but I got it because I could. They sold it to me through the mail, so I was subscribed to it, and it sat out in the shed. All ended up probably getting thrown away when I moved many moons ago. Yay, Kaylee brought the donuts. What you working on? Did you finish all the quick and easy projects yet? Are you going to do an animal? I posted some animals this week so that people could play in Lori and Michelle's game. Their make along for some animals. I got to do some too. I got to do. I want to do the. Oh, there was one I put it. Oh, the frog, the leggy frog. I have one I want to finish, and then I want to make it. I want to see if I can make some with some plushie yarn I have. Lisa from Happy to Hook is having so much fun making all of her little plushie animals. I'm like, it looks so fun, and I don't want to get hooked on it like she is. Fiesta Winery. Ooh, okay. I'll have to write that down. I have to look. I should go to our. I really hate going to the state liquor store and giving them my money. Not where I want to spend it. Now I can go to Nevada. They have liquor stores there, and they also have a Smith's that has alcohol. But we're not supposed to bring it into the state. However, if you go to the liquor store first when you drive there and then go to the casino, they don't know if you're enjoying it at the casino or bringing it home. That's what somebody told me once. Don't go there just before you leave because they see you go from the store to Utah. They may follow you and ask to see. I don't know if they can, legally search. I don't know, but I mean, it's not like I'm buying cases and reselling it or anything. Oh, Fiesta Winery. I wanted to write that down. I don't think we can get mail order wines. I don't think so. I don't think we can because we have a limit on our alcohol content of things that are in the stores. Anything that's higher has to be sold at the state liquor store, which is called DABs. But ooh, your glam chicks. Yeah, I know. I seen them. They're so cute. I think you just had too many people selling crochet stuff. Once they see one, they're like, well, I'll just wait and see what everybody else has. If you're the only one there, yeah, that was just a shame that happened. It really was. But you had help, and that was nice. The kids helped you move your stuff, which was really nice. Somebody told me the cops will watch people, and our state line is like our official state line is just right next to one of the casinos running through the parking lot. It's about half a mile from the grocery store. So there's something weird they have about, I don't know, because I don't go to the bars anymore, but if I ordered a shot, I had to drink it at the bar. I couldn't take it back to my table and sip on it. I had to drink it while I was at the bar. And I'm like, really? So I have to down this right now if I want to go back and play pool? That seems pretty stupid and irresponsible to me, but that's what the state wants, me to get drunk faster. No, none of them are tribals, not in not the Nevada. It's the Nugget Casino line, Nugget Casino brand, which is all over the place. And let's see, they're like name brand casinos. They're not Indian casinos. Ooh, road trip, Michelle. It's only a 15-hour train ride to Colorado. Now, if I got a PO, no, they don't do PO boxes. If I knew somebody in Wendover, I could have stuff sent there and then go pick it up. I need to meet some people in Nevada. That's close. But I don't, like I said, I have wine sitting there. I don't drink it. It just makes me sleepy. I social drink. I will socially drink. If I go out someplace to the fair, maybe. If I went to the fair, I would pick up a beer. If I went to a baseball game, I might have a beer. If I go to somebody's house, I'm going to have a glass of wine. I don't sit home and drink by myself. It's just not, it's not fun. I'd rather have coffee or yummy sodas. No time for quickies. What are you working on? You got big blankets and stuff you're doing? Oh, there it is. I didn't see that. Chicken pot holders. 6 quilts. That's sewing, right? Wow. Yeah, wine will give me a headache just I think because of the sugar. It's very, and maybe the tannins in it. Oh wow, awesome. You'll have to share that with us when you do it, when you get them done so we can see what beautiful work you're doing. Yeah, this is a bad year. I've used up all my time being sick this year. I don't have any leave left. And it's like March, I was done. So I just got to find me an easy job so I can go to work every day and not regret it. But I feel better now. I think I fixed the problem of me passing out at work. I think my prescription was too strong and it was causing me those side effects. And so I went back to the old strength and I haven't had that problem yet. So I did get a referral to a cardiologist. And since my insurance is going to cover it, I'm going to go and get checked out since I'm already getting old and I've never been checked out for that before. So I might as well do it now before something happens. And then, something happens. So I get to go tomorrow. They're going to put a monitor on me and then I wear it for 3 days. And then I send it back to them. And then they check the results of the information and let me know. Because I wanted to wear it while I was at work. Because at work, my heart rate's at like 130 or 140 constantly for hours at a time. So. Oh, somebody's leaving. Okay, Chuck, thanks for coming. Thanks for the information too. Yeah, I know, Kaylee. That's why. But I was watching it. That's when I was monitoring it when I was on the medicine at the higher dose. Every time I was watching it, it was like 130, 140 almost the whole time I'm on shift, and then I go on my break. And it's only 15 minutes. It doesn't take, it takes a lot longer to come back down, but I don't drink caffeine when I'm at work. I have like other stuff. I don't drink a lot of soda, no energy drinks or anything because I'm not tired. I get plenty of sleep, so I'm not really tired at all. And yeah, so I'm going to work. I got to go get the monitor tomorrow, and then we'll see what they say. Abnormality. Well, considering I do not think it's my heart, it'll be interesting to see if anything shows up because I got the referral from the emergency room when I went in for the problem that I was having. And I figured out that I think it was my medicine because of the circumstances surrounding it. So I don't think nothing's wrong with my heart, but it'd be nice to get checked, right? Just in case, because sometimes there's a first time, right? Sometimes you don't survive your first time. Just saying. You never know. I could have something plugged up and not even know about it. It happens. I mean, my dad had heart problems, but he ate a lot of crap. Well, I eat a lot of crap. Well, okay, never mind. I won't compare. Um, and my doctor that I go see. I'm sorry, I keep wiggling this. The doctor I go see is the nurse practitioner lady. She's more of a nutritionist, but she has all the schooling and stuff, so she knows all the things. But she's not doctor. She's kind of like a nutritionist counselor type of person. She went over with me how much protein I should be eating, and we went over some stuff. Where did I put it? There's some stuff here that I'm supposed to be eating and things to help me because I don't take. I got to dig out my vitamins. I haven't been eating my vitamins. But when they ran all my blood work at the hospital, the only thing that was unusual was my magnesium was low. So they topped it off. And that was it when I went in because I get the infusions and I think that helps. I get the infusions that give me all those vitamins, my B's and my D's, and I feel so much better after I get a D shot. You can only have one every few weeks, every 3 weeks because they're so strong. And so I get one every time. I only go like once a month, so I get one every time I go, and I feel so much better when I get my D. Yes, it is hard to get a lot of protein. I get the 20 milligram protein yogurts, so I'll have that with some ooh, that's nice. And they paid for it too. That's even better. That military schooling, that was the big draw. A lot of people went in just so they get their school paid for back in the day. Oh God, I'm sorry. So yeah, the protein's hard. I found out cottage cheese doesn't bother me. So I eat the cottage cheese with the eggs, and I'm going to buy more eggs as soon as the price goes down. I think it's starting to come down a little bit. And I'm doing the soy, the edamame, because that doesn't bother me. I get the ones from Costco, the frozen ones, and I take them and I'll eat a bag of those for a snack. And cottage cheese. I had cottage cheese and eggs with sour cream and guacamole. Oh my God, that was so good with cheese. It was like a gorgeous omelet. It was awesome. Oh, is that a dozen? You have to start 100 grams over your normal diet. Wow, because you're only supposed to do about 60 a day. Is like average. Because but what she wanted to do was up my fiber too. So I was looking at what I could eat, and I have chia seeds and I have a lot of oatmeal, so I can make the chia with the yogurt and add some milk to that and make like a pudding, and then have the oatmeal. I can make oatmeal in my rice cooker. I had some of that the other night, and even instant oatmeal's good because even though it has crap in it, it still has the same stuff. It's got the fiber. Are you kidding, Linda? They have to be cage free? A law? Doesn't that limit the people who can grow them? What about people who Yeah, I know. It keeps coming up on my buy this again list on Amazon. I thought that was so funny when I saw that. It still makes me laugh when I see it come up on my buy this again. A cage-free law, that's got to be horrible for people who, raise chickens that don't do cage-free. I mean, sometimes they need to be in a cage just to protect them, right? From varmints, from hawks, from coyotes, from wild dogs. Wow. I know mine. I'm not getting as much nutrient as I should because I stopped taking all my vitamins after my surgery. I got lazy because I bought too many. I bought all the chewable vitamins. Now, if you're going to eat chewable vitamins, that means you have a whole mouthful of gunk you're chewing up. It's not very fun. So, what I need to do is just start with my multi because I have one of those multis for old ladies that has all the stuff in it that old ladies need. So I think I just need to start taking that one again for starters. Take it with Miralax. I've had to, get some Miralax because when I'm supposed to do a lot of protein, but I don't even have a movement except every few days because I don't eat that much food at a time anymore. So it's like every few days I empty out. And sometimes it's difficult if I'm upping my protein. I did have to get some of that once in a while. I take a little bit. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that'll be good. Hey, if we ever have another toilet paper shortage, you can give them toilet paper inside that box. Hey, we're a bunch of women. What else are we going to talk about? Our bodies, things change when you get older. And well, some of you aren't that old, but you will be. You might want to know some of this stuff. I watched some of the YouTube doctors. I watched Dr. Dray, Dray. She's a dermatologist. She's funny. She uses stuff that makes herself shiny and she looks wet, and I just find that totally repulsive. I don't want to look shiny and wet. But I did learn from her though to use Vaseline on things to protect it so it can heal. Yeah, because that's what they did with the tattoo. And I thought, ooh, I have some areas on my shins that are really sore and thin and dry. And so I put Vaseline on them. It worked, protected it. Hmm. Don't want to go several times a day. There's not that much in there. I don't eat that much. That's why I need to eat more protein, but I don't want to get plugged up either. So I don't want it already. Okay. Okay. TMI. TMI. When they cut out part of my stomach so it doesn't hold a lot. But then when it starts emptying, it empties a little bit, at a time. So as it goes through, when it gets enough in there where it's full, like a normal person would be every day, it's like, okay, you're having cramps, your stomach's cramping, you got to go. And then you go. There's no holding it off for, a couple days because you've already been waiting a few days. It's already ready to go. So sometimes it's like you get the stomach cramps and then you're going in an hour and you get rid of all of it. So yeah. Keto chocolate. Chocolate's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I hear people, things are miserable after that. Gallbladder problems are miserable. The one thing that I miss is I don't have a VSG support group here. I've looked around, but there really isn't. There really isn't because I think just having people that are going through the same thing as me might be keep me on track better, keep me on track of doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, eating and taking the vitamins and things because there's nobody really around here that I know personally that has the same situation. Yes, I did send Elaine a care package. Mast cell, yeah, all that technical stuff Megan knows. I not got into that. I know I'm allergic to green stuff. That's about it. Grass, trees. I have allergies. I'm allergic to cleaning too. Dust makes me sneeze. What are we going on? Oh, we're going on 2 hours. I think that's enough, you guys. I think somebody else is probably going to be coming on at 8 o'clock. Isn't Camille coming on tonight? After her husband's done using the computer? Isn't that what it is? Okay, yeah, probably. Well, the dogs are sleeping. They don't want to go out, but the little girl has been having some tummy trouble. I think she is. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go off. And while I'm watching her, I can snack on some of this food that's sitting here that I've been smelling. I want my nachos. They smell good, Dorito nachos. And I think I can add some stuff to it too from the fridge. I might have something I can put in there. Yeah, sometimes there's some things that I eat and it is just a lot of the milk stuff. before I had it, it was a lot worse. But I think when they take your stomach, part of your stomach out, there's parts of it that are come out that ooze things, and that's not oozing because it's not there anymore, something like that. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe I need to do that. Zepbound. Zepbound. Because I have a CPAP, the doctor said she might be able to get that for me. The insurance is covering it again, supposedly. But I have to get another sleep study done before I can, because it's been too long since I had one. If you've had your sleep study recently, you might check with your insurance and see if they cover the Zepbound. It will help with the weight loss. But you can't take it and semaglutide together because it's, what do they call that? It's a something inhibitor, and it's two of them. So you can't take the other one and that one. It does both. So yeah, I'm going to have to, that's what I need to do. I need to get my sleep study now that I'm feeling better. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, Zepbound, that's the one. If you've just had a sleep study, you could probably see if you can get it, unless it affects your migraines. You might need to find out about that because you have sensitivities to different things. Okay. Also, Meetup, MEETUP. My girlfriend uses that, and there's places around town where people get together and play games and stuff. It's not a dating service, but I was thinking about maybe doing a fiber group somewhere where I could go. And if people wanted to come and crochet or cross stitch or something, that would be fun. Got to find some place to do it. I thought I could find someplace, maybe Michelle could come. I could set it up so Michelle and me could do it together and have people come and just do it with us. Yeah, my friend did it. She's the one who told me that it's not as bad as you think it is. You just gotta, look for people your own age, things you have in common, things like that, I guess. But yeah, look that one up. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Keep me company. And Lori, glad you got to get some free time away from the kiddos since you're going to be babysitting a lot this week. So I'm going to pop over and see if Camille's talking and go see her. Okay. Quick and easy playlist is up. If you want to make something, do that. And I will see you guys later. Okay. Bye.